You've been on a dozen dates this year. You've swiped on apps until your thumb is sore. You know you're a great catch, so why is it still so hard to find someone? Well, the reason you're still single in 2026 might have nothing to do with your personality, your looks, or your job, and everything to do with your zip code. A new report from WalletHub just exposed the hidden factors, from how much a date costs to the actual number of other single people that are secretly wrecking your love life. We're going to break down that data to reveal why your state might be keeping you single and which states are actually the best for finding love right now. Before you write this off as just another opinion piece, let's talk about the source. The personal finance website WalletHub just released its huge 2026 Best and Worst States for Singles report, and it is brutally honest. They didn't just guess. They compared all 50 states across 29 key indicators of what makes a place dating friendly. This is a data-driven look at your love life's destiny. The report breaks everything down into 3 big categories. First is dating opportunities, which looks at the share of single adults and how many people are actually using dating apps. Second is dating economics, which digs into things like the average cost of a date and how good the job market is. Because, let's be real, dating isn't cheap. And third is romance and fun, which measures the availability of things like restaurants, nightlife, parks, and theaters. So if you've ever felt like you're playing life on hard mode, you might be right. Your state could be a dating desert. But the good news is, we now have a map to the oases. We're going to count it down, from the absolute worst places for singles all the way to the number 1 spot. Let's start at the bottom. Part 1, the dating deserts, the 5 worst states for singles. Alright, starting at the very bottom, the single worst state for singles in 2026 is number 50, West Virginia. According to the WalletHub data, West Virginia struggles across almost every category. It consistently ranks near the bottom for both dating opportunities and romance and fun. This means there's a smaller pool of single adults to begin with, combined with fewer places to actually go on a date. When the numbers game is stacked against you and there's nowhere to go, it creates a perfect storm of singledom. The data suggests that if you're serious about finding a partner, almost any other state gives you a statistically better shot. Coming in at number 49 is Arkansas. Much like West Virginia, Arkansas faces a steep uphill battle. The report points to its low ranking in the romance and fun category, suggesting there's a real lack of places that help people meet and socialize. The state also has one of the lowest percentages of single adults in the country. This combination is tough. Not only are there fewer single people, but the infrastructure for meeting them is also missing. It sounds less like a vibrant dating scene and more like a quiet landscape with very few players. Next up, at number 48, we have Wyoming. The main problem for singles in Wyoming really comes down to population density. While the state is beautiful, its wide open spaces mean fewer people, and by extension, fewer single people. It ranks near the bottom for the sheer number of available singles. On top of that, it has some of the fewest entertainment and recreation options per person in the entire country. When your dating pool is already small and the options for a date are that limited, it's no surprise the state finds itself in the bottom 3. Just 1 spot above, at number 47, is North Dakota. The story here is very similar to Wyoming's. A smaller population spread out over a huge area makes for a challenging dating equation. The state ranks poorly in dating opportunities, which is a direct reflection of that limited singles pool. The romance and fun score also takes a hit, since fewer people means a smaller market for trendy bars, diverse restaurants, and unique places to go. The social dynamics here present a real hurdle for anyone looking to actively date. And rounding out the 5 worst states for singles is number 46, Mississippi. Mississippi's low ranking is a story of economics and opportunity. The state has a tough time in the dating economics category, with lower median incomes that can put a damper on anyone's ability to afford an active dating life. It also has a smaller share of single adults compared to many other states. When you combine financial pressures with a smaller than average dating pool, you get a state where finding a connection is statistically more of a challenge. Okay, we've just gone through the 5 toughest states to be single in. If you live in one of them, my condolences. But before we get to the states where your dating life could do a complete 180, if you're finding this data as fascinating as I am, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments, have you had a rough time dating in one of these states? I want to hear the on-the-ground truth. Part 2, the top half, states number 10-6. Now, let's flip the script and start climbing into the top 10. These are the states where the data says the odds start shifting in your favor. Kicking off the top 10 is number 10, Minnesota. This might surprise you, but Minnesota scores really well where it counts. It has a high percentage of single adults and great gender balance, which is a huge piece of the puzzle. It also gets high marks for online dating safety, a factor that's more important than ever. This just proves a dating hotspot doesn't have to be a beach. It can be a place with a healthy, safe, and balanced population of other singles. At number 9, we have Ohio. Ohio stands out in the report for being a great all-rounder. It lands in the top tier for romance and fun, which means it has a ton of restaurants, parks, and attractions per person. It hits that sweet spot of having plenty of things to do and a sizable population of singles to do them with. It's a state that performs strongly across the board, making it a reliable and promising place for singles. Next up is number 8, Massachusetts. The Bay State's strength comes from its high share of single adults and strong dating economics. A vibrant job market and higher incomes mean people are more financially stable and can actually afford to go out. It also boasts a huge number of singles, especially around Boston. This creates a dynamic environment where you have a large pool of educated, employed people who are also looking for a partner. Breaking into the next level at number 7 is Pennsylvania. The Keystone State scores big in 2 critical areas: dating opportunities and romance and fun, ranking 7th and 6th in the nation for those, respectively. This is driven by a massive number of restaurants, movie theaters, and attractions. With a large population of singles and an almost endless list of date night options, Pennsylvania provides the perfect setup for a thriving dating life. And just missing the top 5, at number 6, we find Wisconsin. Like its neighbor Minnesota, Wisconsin might not be the first place you think of for romance, but the data tells a different story. It ranks highly for its share of single adults and has a strong score in the romance and fun category. It's a state that offers a great balance of available people and fun, affordable activities, proving you don't need a major coastline to have a deep dating pool. Part 3, the elite tier, the 5 best states for singles, now for the main event. These are the top 5 states where WalletHub's 2026 data says you have the absolute best chance of finding love. At number 5, we have Illinois. Illinois is a powerhouse because it scores well across all 3 major categories. It has a high number of singles, especially in the Chicago area, giving it a strong dating opportunities score. It also ranks well for romance and fun, with a world-class offering of restaurants, bars, and theaters. While its dating economics aren't number 1, they are solid enough to support an active dating life, making it a fantastic all-around choice. In the number 4 spot is California. It's probably no surprise that the most populous state in the nation is a great place to be single. California has one of the highest numbers of attractions, restaurants, and venues per person in the country. The sheer volume of people and things to do is off the charts. But there's a catch. While its dating opportunities and romance and fun scores are sky high, it ranks near the bottom for dating economics. So while you'll have endless options for people and dates, you will absolutely pay for the privilege. Our bronze medalist, the number 3 best state for singles, is Texas. The Lone Star State is a dating jackpot. It has a huge number of amusement parks, theaters, and restaurants per capita. But where Texas really shines is its people. According to psychological survey data used in the report, people in Texas show less attachment avoidance, meaning they're more open to commitment. Combine that with a booming job market and you have a state full of people who are ready for a relationship and can afford to build one. The runner-up, at number 2, is New York. If your dating strategy is all about options and nightlife, New York is king. It ranks number 1 in the nation for romance and fun, with the most restaurants and bars per person. It also has the 4th largest percentage of single adults and incredible gender balance. If you want to play the numbers game in a vibrant, exciting city where there's always something to do, New York is practically built for it. The only real downside is the cost, as it ranks near the bottom for dating economics, just like California. And finally, the number 1 best state for singles in 2026 is Florida. The Sunshine State takes the crown by being a powerhouse in nearly every metric that matters. It has the most attractions per capita, a massive number of restaurants, and some of the most parks. The population is not only huge but also actively looking for love, with some of the highest Google search volumes for dating websites. And to top it all off, a booming economy with the 5th best job growth rate means people can actually afford to enjoy all those dating opportunities. It's the total package: tons of single people, endless things to do, and a strong economy to support it all. So, there you have it. From the tough dating landscapes of West Virginia to the thriving scenes in Florida and Texas, the data is clear: where you live plays a huge role in your dating life. Florida takes the top spot for 2026, offering a powerful mix of opportunities, activities, and a healthy economy. Of course, your location isn't a guarantee, and love can be found anywhere. But what this data gives you is knowledge. It gives you an edge to understand the world you're dating in. So, what do you think? Did WalletHub get it right? Let me know what the dating scene is really like in your state in the comments below. Is it a desert, an oasis, or somewhere in between? I read every single one. Thanks for watching.